What's up, Stack Collectors? Man, so we saw last week the Prime 1 Showcase 4. And I mean, they really delivered. I mean, oh my goodness, I was impressed. Whew. And now it's just about what do I want. But what I have for you guys today is my top 10 picks from the showcase. So let's talk about it on today's Statue Chat. All right, guys. So this was tough, but I had to do my top 10 picks for the level showcase 4. And but before I do that, I just want to give an honorable mention for the dark side. I mean, man, that dark side was, I mean, it was just a knockout. I like where they're going with it. I mean, it's just amazing, the poses. I think what did it for me is the fact that he has his hands behind his back, which is just, I mean, such a man, a strong, vehement pose. I mean, the guy, it just gives him that whole sinister look of the evil character. And I just think, man, this dark side is the best. I mean, the lava base, I mean, it's just crazy. And the whole Snyder take on this one, I think Prime 1 knocked that out the box. Man, this is gonna be a tough one because I don't know the price point yet with this particular statue, and I don't even know if I'm going to pick it up, and I don't even know if I have the space, but I just have to give it its props. I just think this one is just definitely one of the best dark side movie pieces statues I have ever seen, and it's just, whew, it takes the cake. And I think it's going to be about 41 inches, but I don't know yet, but we'll see whenever they release this out. All right, so let's start from my top 10 list, and let's start from the bottom of the list. All right, so at number 10, what I have for you guys is the gigantic Museum Masterline Godzilla. Oh, man. Godzilla is one of my favorite characters. You know, it's nostalgia for me when I was growing up. On Saturdays, I used to watch like Godzilla, sometimes King Kong, or King Kong versus Godzilla. But I remember here, you know, we used to get Pix Channel 11, and this is where we used to watch, you know, the Godzilla movies. But man, when I saw this one, I just thought it was a really modern day, gigantic Godzilla. I like the whole fact that the back of the Godzilla lights up. You have some look like LED lights that comes out the mouth. I mean, the thing just looked amazing. And I just think this one is just going to be one of those phenomenal pieces, those iconic pieces that you're going to have in your collection. I think Prime 1 really delivered on this. And of course, the details, the intricacies. I mean, one of the presenters mentioned the minute to the statue is just, man, it's just amazing. I still wish I could get that, the diorama with Kong versus Godzilla from the movie, the latest movie that came out, but it's just not in the budget. I mean, man, it's kind of like buying a used car, but I do appreciate it. Whoever's going to own that diorama, shouts out to you. Make sure you hit all of the collectors up so we can see when you basically unbox that bad boy. All right, so let's move on to number 9. So at number 9, I am a Transformers fan, but I'm not a fan of the Beast Wars. I'm still stuck in G1, G2, but you got to give this statue his props. I mean, at number 9, I have for you guys the Beast Wars gigantic Museum Masterline. When I saw this, I'm just like, man, that Megatron looks really cool. I mean, if you look at, you know, the whole the wings to it, the details on the wings, you know, this is a futuristic kind of like Beast War figurine. And the physics, the anatomy of it, I think is appropriate if you had some kind of like a celestial alien being that came to Earth. It would have to adapt to the technology of this world. So I think, you know, Prime 1, you know, they really, you know, put this one out there, and they did an amazing job with this one. Of course, it's too early. We don't know the price point on this one. For me, I'm just giving this one a shout out. I'm not a Beast War fan. I'm diehard G1, G2 Transformers all day, but I had to give this one its props because this is one of the best Beast Wars looking statues I have seen in a very long time. I mean, I have usually when they come out, I don't even pay any attention to them, but it's like this one, This one, I mean, it's just amazing. You know, I love everything about it. Okay, so let's move on to number 8. So at number 8, this one to me is totally dope. I love this Witch King. I mean, this Witch King, I mean, the presence of it is just so ferocious. I mean, and you have him on this beast. I mean, it kind of looks like a dragon. I love the Lord of the Ring movies, even though they're really long. To share something with you guys, I have not watched the rewatched the Lord of the Rings movies since I've seen them in the theater. And that's crazy because, I mean, it's a phenomenal movie. But, you know, the time is just, man, to sit down for I think it was 3.5 hours. I'm not sure. But, man, just a long movie, but excellent film. Love it. But this Witch King, man, again, I think Prime 1 knocked it out the box. I mean, you have him with this cloak. You have all these intricacies on this base. You have all these intricacies on the cloak, the weapons. I mean, it just gives you a very deadly vibe. Like, this character is absolutely nothing to play with. The beast is just very intimidated. This is something I would hope I would never see in my lifetime. And I hope you guys will never see in person in your lifetime, because it will be a wrap for you. All right. So now let's move to my number 7 pick. So at number 7, although I have not watched any of the Attack of Titans, I do have it on my list. I'm going to check it out because people are saying this is a phenomenal anime film. I love the art of this statue. So at number 7 is my Attack of the Titans. I really like this statue. There's a lot going on, you know, a lot of suspended, you know, movement. I don't know anything about these characters, but I appreciate the art of it. I appreciate the dynamic pose that it has. I don't know what this, you know, this creature on the bottom of the base looks like, but I'm sure that, you know, the fans understand this concept, and I just think it's just a really amazing dioramas. Part of statue collecting, you know, I really love dioramas because it just gives you that suspended, you know, animated, you know, basically action pack that you could just sit back and just, you know, let your imagination run wild. But I love it. I think this is a phenomenal piece. I'm looking at this one. I'm thinking when they release this one, depending on the price point, you know, for me, it might be a pickup, but, you know, my fear is going down the rabbit hole, because once I start collecting like a certain line, then it's like I might go all the way in, and then, you know, common problem with us collectors is like you start running out of space. All right, so now let's move on to number 6. So at number 6, oh, man, anybody need blood? Anybody need, like, you know, bone marrow donation? Whew, hit me up, man, because damn, Prime 1 is making it hard. Like, I mean, financially, this thing is, oh, when I saw that, I went crazy. At number 6 is the Frank Miller Batmobile. The reason why I love this, because it's like, I think this is the first Batmobile that resembles a bat, and then you have those mutant characters tied up on the bottom of the base. Now, the Batman on the top of the Batmobile is the Snyder Batman. But, and, you know, that's cool. I wish they would have put the original Frank Miller Batman on it, but I get it. It's fine. But, man, this thing just looked crazy. I mean, it looks like a tank bat. I mean, if you saw this thing coming down the street, whoo, you got to get out the way. Very imposing, very intimidating. Love the fact that it has those mutants tied up on the bottom of the base. Can't wait to see the price point on this one, because whew, when this comes out, it's a very high likely chance this will be in the Hstats collection, because it's just a complete knockout and I love it. So yeah, all right, so let's move on to my number 5 pick. So at number 5, don't be mad at me, not a fan, but I can appreciate the art. At number 5 is the Vampirella 1/3 scale statue. Very sexy pose. I mean, the details on this one is just amazing for what I can see. What I like about it, you see her like kind of like biting her about to like bite her lip or something, and you can see the blood coming down from her lip. It's so highly detailed. You can see the pores on the skin, and very sexy pose. I've heard some people saying that my wife is not going to allow me to get this one. Well, stop playing with yourself, then maybe, you know, you can have it in your house. But look, that's a cheap shot. But no, seriously speaking, I think this one is a really, really cool piece. I mean, those Vampirella fans, I know you guys are going crazy for this one. Me, I'm not a Vampirella fan, but I can appreciate the art on this statue. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely a knockout, man. And I'm also considering this one, but we'll see. We'll see how, you know, things work out once we get the price point for this one, whenever they release it. All right, so at number 4, I said to you guys, I love diversity in my collection. I love uniqueness. I try to do things a little bit different. Not saying that, you know, I'm trying to be different from everyone else. It's just my taste. So at number 4 is the Harley Quinn Cyberpunk. Now, the reason why I like this one, I have never seen Harley Quinn in this type of character before. It's very modern. I like the bionic legs. I like the bionic arm. I like this whole rock star punk. It's very modern. I like the hyenas on the base. You got the baby hyena. I mean, this is a Harley that I have never. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Harley like this, but I've never seen Harley like this. And it's so modern. It's just so new, and that's why I appreciate it. So this, for a fact, for sure, for certain, will be in the Hstats collection. I absolutely love it. I mean, it's beautiful. It looks like a younger Harley, very punkish. I like the shades look. I like her tongue, you know, sticking out. Sexy. And I think that was a good treat that Prime 1 gave us. Very, very cool, you know. So that would definitely be in my collection whenever that release. And I have some time to donate blood and, you know, some bone marrow, get some, you know, financials for that one. All right. So at number 3, I basically picked the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. I really like this one. You know, very dynamic pose. It looked like he's taking flight. He has his lantern. He has, you know, a couple of things going on. I like the screaming look with this particular statue. I think it's really, really cool. You know, I love it. I don't own any Green Lantern statues. This is what I mean by that. You know, it's good to wait, you know, for your character, because once I think the way I'm collecting now, I'm looking for a signature character. And what I mean by that is a character that I can buy personally that represent how I see the character, so I don't have to worry about, like, let's say, updating or selling it. You know, it will always be in my collection. As you guys know, sometimes when you're trying to, you know, I guess basically get rid of old stuff to get new stuff, it can be much of a hassle. And nowadays with, you know, all the crazy shipping prices, the inflation that's driving us mad, you know, sometimes it's difficult selling a statue because everyone wants a discount. So you got to really work with your buyers. But overall, this one is just, woo, love it. Man, I give it like a 10 plus 10, 20. Man, it's amazing. So at number 2, oh man, at number 2, this is definitely coming to my collection. But I do have an opinion about this statue, a constructive opinion about this statue. And I'll tell you why. So at number 2 is the Penguin. And I love it because I don't think we've seen, you know, I'm trying to think, when was the last Penguin that we got? I don't really remember. It's been 10 years. You know, it's been 10 years collecting for me, so I really don't remember. But at number 10, I love this Penguin because it has like 3 swipe outs. There's one swipe out where you have that Danny DeVito from Batman Returns movie kind of look. I love the fact that Prime 1 did that. Then you also have like a classic Penguin that, you know, really, really, you know, makes that particular statue stand out. And then you have like a more like comic book version, you know, version kind of like a Penguin. And that's really amazing. Now, the only thing I can say that I don't like about the statue is because you have Batman behind him. And, you know, respectfully, I have, you know, like there's so many Batman statues out there right now. It's just that I don't need, me personally, I just don't need another Batman. I wish they could have just made him by himself. But it looks like, I guess this Batman will serve as a proximity piece to that Penguin. So I guess it will be an option whether or not you want that Batman with that Penguin. Me, I'm personally going with the Penguin by itself. I love the fact that he has that vulture too. I mean, I don't know where that comes from, but it's cool. I mean, I can appreciate it. But that classic image of Danny DeVito from Batman Returns, I really like that. I'm glad they gave you that option. It's going to be a really cool switch out. And then you got the money on the bottom of the base. I mean, you know, he's this businessman, crooked, of course. And then you got his two penguins on the base. This is something cool. The umbrella. Yeah, I love it, man. Then a mixed media with that fur coat on, that, you know, I guess a mink or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is a really, really classic penguin that's definitely can't wait to see the price on that one, because it's just, whew, gotta look for space. Where I'm gonna put it, I have no idea. You know, maybe I was thinking maybe I can throw out some of my wife's stuff and, you know, put it in the closet. I don't know, but definitely I got to throw out some of her stuff. All right, so now, man, shout out to Jason Farbach, man. Thanks for that, man. Great concept. Number one. This is just my personal opinion. This is my number one. So at number one, I got the Museum Master Lines Sinestro. I think the last Sinestro I seen, I think it was XM Studios, but I don't think I've seen that many Sinestros. But this one, I love it because it just, to me, it just captures who the character is. You got three different swipe outs. You got the whole transparency. Some people were saying that I know Keesis, shout out to Keesis, he was saying that you know, do we mind, you know, the same pose as the Hal Jordan Green Lantern? Yeah, I mean, me personally, no, I really don't care. I mean, but then again, it takes me back to my previous videos where I said I don't like same pose statues. But it's just, to me, it's just something that's different. With the Hal Jordan, even though I have him at number 3, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get those two together. You know, I mean, for me now, it's becoming about using prudence, because although I love the characters, I mean, they're beautiful, but Sinestro is one that you just haven't seen in a while. It's not too often, you know, these iconic villains are put out there. I mean, usually sometimes we have like the main characters which they produce over and over and over again. So I think it would make sense to go ahead and lean towards the Sinestro, because, you know, we don't know when we're going to see another character like that unless, you know, other companies starts producing it. All right, guys, so that's my top 10. I hope you guys like my video. If you do, man, you guys really help me out a lot when you hit that like button. And those of you who are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. This way you'll know all about my up and coming videos. And leave me some comments. Let me know what your top 10 is. I mean, I love when you guys comment. You know, sometimes we get some people that are very passionate about this hobby. And, you know, I don't mind your criticism. I don't mind your debate. I don't mind your frustration and anger. But at the end of the day, you got to have respect for one another. You know, us content creators, we do this because this is our passion. And because of this, you know, we really, you know, want to connect to the community, because we're seen as oddballs. But I definitely want to give a shout out to Astronomer. Thanks for having me on your show the other night. I really had a great time watching this, you know, the Prime One Showcase 4. It was really fun. Shout out to Art the Collector. Thanks for coming on. And guys, go check these gentlemen out. They got some really good stuff, man. I'm telling you, you guys are sleeping. Go check out Astronomer and Art the Collector. Really good stuff. I really enjoy watching their content. Man, go like, share, subscribe, do a jumping jack, freaking spread love, buy some ice cream for your kids, and stop beating your wife. No, I'm just kidding. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys are having a good day. Keep your stats up, and I'll definitely check you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But don't go anywhere. Make sure you check out my other videos to the playlist to the right. Have a good day. Peace.